Good day and welcome. Thank you for being here. Playing the BC map. So far, it's a very interesting map. Was up to something. Pulled this truck out of here. Gotta fix the truck, I think. This mission. Scout fuel carrier deliver to the house yard. I gotta go get that. Maybe I'll go grab the Tuz. If I have the Tuz out? No, I don't. So I gotta go to the garage and grab the Tuz. Bring it over. Could use the Hummer, I suppose. Did I leave the Tuz on a map somewhere? Maybe I left it on a map somewhere. Probably over here. There it is. Gotta recover the Tuz. Jump back to this other map. And then reactivate the mission. Computer beeped. Don't forget to hit like, folks. That helps a lot. Especially at the beginning of a stream, you know. Welcome back. Thanks.
You are our guest.
You're the first person to like and share. Much appreciated.
Oh, not there. Okay, how about here? Ooh, that feels good.
All right, so we got to go get that. What is an anti-oil protester? You know, people that are against oil companies ruining the environment or whatever. You know, they're pro-environment. Good thing you asked before answering the question. So they might protest a pipeline, or they might protest um, other things that oil companies and stuff that are trying to expand their operations, because they think it's bad for the environment. They protest against it in some fashion. Sometimes they might hold signs. Sometimes they might do more drastic things, like sit on the road in the pathway of the oil truck. So you answered no, which means that you are not in favor of the environment, and you'd rather have the oil companies be rich, I guess, and pollute the planet. Guess you don't like clean air. Because if you support them, that means you're a little bit more pro-environment, right? Rather than pro-oil industry. A lot of people from Alberta and stuff like that work for the oil industry, so they're usually anti-oil protester, or they're usually against them. Oh, now you're against the oil industry. Against people having jobs. That work for big oil. I gotta turn that way, I guess. Hey, now you have no vote up there. Changed it to yes, and then you eliminated your vote. I'm not telling you what I had for dinner until you vote. Oh, you might have voted again. I see a vote went up. Oh, you said yes now. Might have double clicked originally, but now it says yes. I had hamburger for dinner. Hamburger and corn. Hamburger as in like, you know, a beef patty I cooked on the barbecue and put on a bun and bacon, lettuce, tomato, bit of pickle, ketchup and onion. Not onion, ketchup and mustard. You gotta do your time check here because you had like a whole bunch of things in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in a row. Or somebody else has to say something. Otherwise you might get in trouble. Oh, somebody left. They had enough. $418, eh? Somebody else left. They're protesting, I guess. They don't want to answer the poll either. I don't have a problem with protesters as long as, you know, they're peaceful about it, I guess, because everybody has a right to peacefully protest, right?
You are our guest.
Raj, thank you for liking. You know, and their protests, hopefully not blocking any people from getting to the hospital or something like that. Can't remember what you had yesterday, but today you had chicken nuggets or something like chicken nuggets from Zier's. And wedges, fries, and coleslaw. Oh, I never heard of Zier's. Chicken fingers, maybe? Or chicken nugget type of meal? Crap, I'm kind of stuck in a pickle here. Turned over there. There we go. That, from Uber Eats? Weird that you didn't choose Subway. You could eat Subway every day, I bet you would. I think Zellers and not Uber Eats. My foster sister picked it up. They don't have Zellers anymore. I thought you meant Sears, but they don't have those either anymore. Crap. Where did it? You'd get your sister to go to 5 different places like your family does when you order food. I used to really enjoy Zeller's restaurants, but I guess they kind of reopened Zeller's, but I don't think they reopened the restaurants. Huh. Kind of have it as a pop-up outlet inside a Hudson Bay company. Alexa, did Zeller's reopen its restaurants? It doesn't say about the restaurants. Oh, it's from a grocery store. Oh. So like their deli chicken fingers kind of thing? Oh, was it good? I bet you don't dip them, do you? I like to dip my chicken fingers in honey mustard sauce. Sometimes plum sauce or other things. Most of the time I pick honey mustard if I can. I think they don't have dynamic maps or whatever. Maybe that'll be Snowrunner 3 or something. Snowrunner 2 or whatever. This is good, no dip. You know they're better if you dip them. Yeah, there's Dairy Queens everywhere. All over Canada. They're pretty common, that one. That and A&W's. Those things are both everywhere, those ones. I think every small town. That kind of thing, eh? I gotta move over here a bit more. Still in the center, more or less? Yeah, pretty much. Why do you ask? I'm assuming you mean dairy, like as in Dairy. The place with blizzards and banana splits. Just in case you're happen to be naming a different restaurant. Go straight in here. Oh, it's Miracle Treat Day. There you go. Are you gonna go to Dairy Queen tomorrow? If I go to Dairy Queen, I'll get a massive tummy ache. Ice cream is not kind to me anymore. Although I do like Dairy Queen, but I'm only go very, very once in a while because most of the time I don't want to have a tummy ache. I don't even drink normal milk or eat normal cheese anymore. If I can, I'll eat the stuff that's non-dairy, you know? So when I have pizza, I'll usually get dairy-free cheese on it. And I think the only thing that Dairy Queen has that's dairy-free is they have some of those dilly bars. That are dairy-free. Not all dilly bars, but there is dairy-free dilly bars. Am I allergic to dairy? I must have some sort of intolerance to it, you know, because every time I have, you know, more than a single, you know, like if I go and get, say, a bacon and egger, you know, it has like a slice of cheese on it, I'm okay. But if I have more than that, then I'll get a stomach ache usually. God, thank you for sharing. So as far as it goes, you know,
You are our guest.
I'd love to go get a blizzard once in a while, but I'm pretty hesitant. Last time I went to Dairy Queen, I had one of those mulatas, and I was okay. I don't think there's a lot of ice cream in that, though.
Not there. Okay, how about here? Ooh, that feels good.
Scott, sharing and liking, much appreciated. Blizz job. Do you like Blizzard, Scott? What's your favorite Blizzard? I like, change it up. I usually just try whatever's the newest one if I actually do eat a Blizzard. But, Sometimes they have new flavors all the time. Oops, I ran over their doghouse. Maybe I should get a blizzard for the sake of the sick kids. But then I'll be sick. You know, when those companies have that kind of thing, you know, like Tim Hortons Camp Day and I fuel up using that. I can. Peanut butter parfaits are good. Have you ever tried those they have those peanut butter parfait bars? Those are good. Those are better than peanut butter parfaits in my opinion. I'm gonna take this trailer with me. You missed the peanut butter parfait. But yeah, those peanut butter parfait bars, those were pretty awesome. Just like the peanut butter parfait, but it's frozen, right? We gotta fuel it up, so I'm just gonna pull this fuel trailer right back. Roasted nuts. Exactly. It's good. Smoky and sweet. Stephanie, have you ever had a peanut butter parfait, or what do you usually? Well, it's two questions, I guess. Have you ever had one? Yes or no? Peanut butter parfait, and what do you usually get when you go to Dairy Queen?
You are our guest.
Cody B, thank you for liking, much appreciated, and thank you for inviting your viewers. Much appreciated. Gotta refuel that. Gotta repair it. The Cody B raid. How we all doing? We're doing good, thank you, Cody B. We're just talking about Dairy Queen, you know, because Dairy Queen treat day tomorrow. The you know, where they raise money if you go and buy stuff there. I think it's like Blizzards only though, isn't it? Miracle Treat Day. Nah, splits are good, but you know, they sure feel tiny compared to what I remember them being like when I was younger. But you know, they donate probably, you know, you buy a $4 Blizzard or whatever, and then they probably donate a quarter or something, like 25 cents. You know how those companies are. They just mostly are looking to make a donation that they write off, I think. You know, it's a little bit towards a good cause, and you get to eat ice cream, so there you go. You know, and then since I use this one's repair kit, I can switch trucks to this one, which also has a repair kit. can repair. This one. Got myself a new truck. You have blizzards and milkshakes? What kind of flavor of blizzard do you normally get? And what kind of flavor of milkshake when you get a milkshake? But you know, like there's 10 different kinds of blizzards, you know. Usually 10 or more. New truck, I'll recover it. Store it. Cover these guys too. I think there's a think of the other map. There's like a shed somewhere with a tool or with a part. Gave way. Pipe replacement. I don't have those. Get a mix for a blizzard and a chocolate milkshake. What exactly, like if I wanted to get the same blizzard that you get, what would I have to tell them? Like what would be the order? Because if I go up to Dairy Queen and I say I want a mixed blizzard, I don't think they're gonna know what I'm talking about. The mulata was good though. I had a chocolate mulata and they seemed to be okay from that. Oreo, chocolate chip cookie dough, and Reese's peanut butter. I might have to try that. That sounds pretty good. I didn't even know you could do that. Because, you know, sometimes they have those blizzards that kind of mix those ones together, but I didn't know you could just tell them to mix it. How did you come up with that? Did you have a craving one day and you like, give me all three? What do you think, Scott? Do you think you'd try that? Go grab that. We'll use the Tuz because it's more gas in it. So I have a trailer I can top. Oh, I guess I don't need to top. You'd think that Stephanie was holding back a secret recipe there, the way I had to ask like 4 different questions to find out what it was. So far it's pretty even in the votes for the support anti-oil protesters. There's like a pipeline here. Is got to go repair in this game here, you know. Hopefully we don't run into any anti-oil protesters. Oh, smashed into a rock there. Across the creek. You know what you're missing in that that blizzard there, Stephanie, that would add a really nice flavor probably is the score. Those score blizzards are awesome. Do you look up blizzards on Uber Eats? And you saw those 3 separate, you get them mixed. Is that what you normally get them mixed though? Because you said mixed. I thought you maybe ordered a specific combo every time. You know what's a good blizzard is those, I like the mint Oreos. That one's good. And I like, also the, when they have the choco cherry one. Though they don't always have that one. You mean like you just made that up just now and then I might have ordered it and then told you I had it and then you'd be like, oh, what was it like? Because I've never had it. Oh, geez, you see that? Holy crap. The heck? It went a little, got a little air there, eh? Right. I want to go to grab mission as well, so mark it. Where my thing gets destroyed from flying around, eh? You know, one thing that you probably missed by ordering your blizzards through Uber Eats is you don't get to see them flip it upside down anymore. They demonstrate how it's good and good and solid by flipping it upside down in the drive-thru or at the counter or whatever. I think Oreo, they do with a lot of different things though. Alright, now we know emissions. Those large pipes over there across the lake. Large pipes there too, eh? If I could bring a couple of large pipes in. We're set. What happened to all the chat? Your sister and are picking it up. And what?
You are our guest.
Michael, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. Okay, let's make it so we can haul lots. And you, are you on your phone right now? You're driving? Hello, Stephanie's sister. What is a large pipe? A large pipe is 4. I can't haul 2 of those at once. Oh, tomorrow you are. Oh, okay. So you're not Uber Eats in it. You know, they probably wouldn't even give the money to the kids if it's through Uber. Hey, nice truck. You need large pipe. Oh, we're over here and the large pipe's over there. Need a trailer then. Trailer store. There. Okay. You never Uber or nothing. You shop, you cook at home after working on weekends. Sometimes I got skip the dishes, but a bird tore apart one order one time and that was annoying. And then another time I ordered and then they delivered to the wrong house. I had to go find my meal somewhere. Like you have a picture of the house, so you kind of walk up and down the street. And they wouldn't refund it either. I had to actually go find it. There's a trailer that can haul 8. Like a mega trailer, you know? What does that one hold? That one's 5. There we go. That one's good. That one's 8. That can haul 2 pipes, that one. Super heavy. Need a saddle high though. Online shopping disgusts? You mean disgusts you? Well, it's kind of a scam in some ways, you know, like, cause, you know, sometimes these companies like Uber Eats and Skip and stuff like that, they actually even if the restaurant doesn't want them as a, like, you know, they go and approach the restaurant and say, do you want us to deliver for you? And then they take a chunk of their profits, right? Even if they don't want to, they'll just add them anyway and then pose as a customer, and then the company finds out, because, you know, the Uber or whoever delivers it or does a bad job, and then they wind up hearing about it anyway. So it's kind of, and then they just charge a bunch extra on the thing, and it's kind of at the reputation of the restaurant. Sorry, you're back. You didn't even say you were going. Yeah, sometimes that's the kind of the shifty part of Uber Eats and stuff like that, because then not only do they add a little bit cost to the restaurant if the restaurant didn't want to participate, but they also they're kind of dirty about it. And then if they do agree, then they're losing like a lot of their profit. You know, they're not making a lot of money on it. So if you want to really support a restaurant, don't use Uber Eats or Skip or whatever.
You are our guest.
Esther, thank you for liking. I thought you weren't gonna be here today. So I did an anti-oil pull. Order for pickup like you do. Yeah. And then, you know, they charge a lot. Like, they actually charge quite a hefty fee to the restaurant, but they also charge a fee to the fee to the customer. This isn't the right mission. Careful I don't roll back into the water there. And then they charge a fee for tipping and stuff like that too. So there's a whole pile of extra fees. And then, you know, some people like Stephanie will order from multiple places. So then you know, she gets charged not only once, but she gets charged like 3 or 4 times because they're doing all these extra restaurants, you know? So it's like super profit for them. I always tell Stephanie it's a good idea to not do that. What was my poll about? Well, it says, do you support anti-oil protesters? Yes or no? So, you know how there's protesters, and it could be any type of protesting. I'm not specific about it, but basically the ones that support the oil companies would be no. Like, if you want to support the oil companies, I guess, you know, because you like them, you know, providing employment. Or if you know, they kind of more veer towards the environmental, you know, like side, where, you know, you don't, prefer them to protest because you support the environment more, then you might say yes. Oil for everything. And you'll be a tiebreaker probably here. You have 25 minutes, so you make everything a fit. That makes sense. If you're out of town, you don't wanna have to do a whole bunch of different orders or anything, right? Can you get Amazon still where you live? All right, we need to. I didn't change the stupid thing, man. I changed the mission, I thought. I forgot. It gave way. I need a large pipe. To deliver the north pipeline of the oil rig. And then the other one, pipe replacement. I also need a large pipe. I need 2 large pipes. Load and load. Look at this. So if ESTA was pro or supporting anti-oil protesters, you know, if somebody decided to, you know, put a barricade across the road and stop my truck from delivering these, that would be yes. And then saying you like that effort. Although ESTA, she like uses an e-bike and stuff like that, so she might answer yes, I guess. It depends. If she wants me to do terrible in the streaming world, she's gonna not answer, because I need that extra engagement. By not answering, that doesn't give that. Man, I picked the biggest trailer ever, so a little trouble getting out of here. Wide there, eh? I could tell that ESTA hasn't answered yet, so thinking about it, hopefully. We gotta get this guy. Everyone does have a right to protest. That's right. I mean, there's no wrong answer here. You can answer whichever one you want. I mean, one is in favor of you know, people that work in that industry, and the other one is in favor of the environment. So I mean, you know, there's benefits to both. I guess if I go to the ferry, it'll cut the trip down a bit, but cost a little bit of money. As long as they protest peacefully. You know, somebody's like being violent or stuff like that, that's not very good. So I didn't indicate in the poll anything about violent protesting, it just in general. Ah, come on. I hooked that trailer to something, I think. Hey. That tree will be enough. I'll fall. Be careful. Although it is still noted that ESTA has not answered. want me to go on the ferry too bad, does it? Why do you torture me?
You are our guest.
Celestine, thank you for liking. Because you can. Oh, you know, it's demoralizing if no one watches, and by having it answering the poll, it helps encourage others to watch and get notified and stuff. So let's go this way. We can go up and around the bend here, but we could probably just go straight up. Maybe we're gonna be crossing the swamp, I guess. Can get through there. Kind of set, I think. I'm assuming that I can cross the water. I think S is avoiding answering the poll for some reason. Crap, there's like logs there. It's not a good idea to go through the thing.
You are our guest.
Xavier, thank you for liking, much appreciated. You picked one finally. Well, thank you for picking. Why isn't it giving me that other one? We have to use this one. Extra power. Not gonna give us extra power. For some reason they'll only attach the winch to the front, I guess. Not hold up very long.
You are our guest.
Hey, Haru. I think you have to be a supporter to do sport age. Oh, follow age. Playing is one word. Made this a little bit hard on myself because of the heavy trailer. And taking a shortcut. It's cold today. What's the temperature? Oh. "21, that's not very cold." Talking about Celsius, right? It's 26 here right now. Cold in your house? Turn up the heat. In your car 33? You know, Scott, I was disappointed in you the other day. You liked and then you didn't vote. It was, there was a poll I had where it was like, have you ever been to British Columbia? And no one voted that they lived or have been to British Columbia. You're drunk? Oh, it's sad that no votes actually got in for BC. Like, what the heck? Scott's here. He'll vote for BC. Man, not getting nowhere, eh? He had brake problems working on it and took a break to check in and didn't vote. I don't know. Fixed your brakes? Well, that's good. Oh, crap. Dropped my load, too. That means I can get up the hill now. Much better. Have to bring up a truck with a crane, I guess. Don't have a crane option. The crane option. If I can get that one up there. Gotta just kind of follow the road pretty much. For the vote, well, it's too late now. The current poll is not that poll. Gotta go left. Did you see, I don't know if you ever look at Twitter, but Bryan Cranston was on the Rocky Mountaineer. He had pictures of Jasper and stuff. You hate Twitter. I think most people hate Twitter these days, to be honest. Kind of annoying now. Drop that one. Reach this. Doesn't like how I packed that. Doesn't like that still. I guess it makes sense because, you know, it's only a tiny bit on the truck. Hate TikTok too, Snapchat, and Instagram. Don't care for any of them. Make sense? Man, this packing cargo is tough here, apparently. Can't grab this? Here we go. Yeah. Facebook kinda got the news down there, didn't they? Maybe that's backed up. There we go. That's one packed. Do it. I'd have to drive forward a bit though. Nice if you stopped. But that was far enough, I guess. Apparently I can't direction. I think I packed it all. I would have been faster just to pack one at a time, I guess. I wouldn't be stuck on everything. Be a nightmare driving through the swamp. I want to be stuck on. Playing your game. Me too. Actually, the wrong one there. That's the wrong one there again. Well, there's only one tree left now. Stuck on. I'm not stuck on anymore. Wide as I can here. But the wide load, you know? I gotta go up another hill, I'm scared. You're fired. Over your truck. Well, we're getting there, you know. Going up that hill is easier than it ought to be. Next part is somewhat questionable. It's the longest load ever. Even Stephanie will be impressed at the end of this one if I can succeed. Probably doesn't even know what's going on. Like, what exactly am I doing? Am I carrying missiles? What am I doing driving through a swamp? You watching any Olympics, Scott? Did you see that hammer thrower from BC? Man, that guy chucked that thing, eh? You know, I was reading something. They're saying that if you look at all the Olympic medalists, like the ones that got medals from Canada, from the past couple championships and Olympics, it's like 50 or 60% or something like that are from, you know, have a connection to BC. Like they've been either, you know, from BC or they're training in BC. Because BC has that ability, they can train all year, all season around. They hate Olympics. Still pretty exciting for achievement like that for a guy from BC, eh? Or we fixed one pipe. We just gotta get on through and we make it to this other spot. You don't like carnivals either. Man, you don't like nothing. Anyway, BC dominated in the hammer throw, I guess. Because the men and the in the men's and the women's, they trucked it real far. You'd hate a cruise on a boat and a flight. The Tuz is here. Move it now, apparently. Know where you'd rather be than BC? BC's pretty nice. I grabbed some nice fresh fruit from a fruit stand recently again. Alberta sucks. I lived in Alberta before too. Pull it with a tuz because it'll force like 2 engines will force it along. Like having a double locomotive, man. A little bit less heavy too because one pipe is gone. Have you been to other provinces other than BC and Alberta, like as far as living in a different place? I mean, I've been to other provinces. I've only lived in Alberta and BC. I grew up in Hinton, Alberta, right by Jasper there. Stinky town that you go through when you go past Jasper. It kind of smells because of the big mill. Ever been to Nass Valley? I don't think so. Where's Nass Valley? They don't tip that trailer doing that. These two vehicles are very close in style. Like they're all the 4-wheel drive or all-wheel drive rather, and differential always on. Up beyond Terrace. I might have been up there, but I was probably fairly young. When I was really, really young, like a little kid, toddler, I lived in Prince Rupert. So I think my family did lots of touring around BC, you know. We go successful. It's close to Alaska. Ooh, I like seafood. Maybe I have to go there sometime. You said it's trash though. That's not good. You gotta find a place to get rid of this trailer, man. We should probably
You are our guest.
going straight. Vladimir's here. Seen Vladimir in a long time. There's no real fast way to get that trailer back. If I go along the tracks. That one's kind of ugly to drive on there. That'll be pretty rough to drive on. Might be winding up abandoning this trailer. Oh yeah? You ever been at school? It's Saturday or Sunday. You'll chat. How did you chat before? I wonder if I should try getting the trailer through here. Along the side. Were you in school before? Not Saturday or Sunday right now. Like midweek. Did you see that there's a Philippines athlete that got a gold medal? Congratulations to your country there. Yeah, I was gonna go to the trailer store. I forgot. Gotta get rid of this beast of a trailer, man. See if we can even make it that far. You're coming third? It's Saturday. It's not Saturday. It's like Thursday for Vladimir right now. Wrong spot. You missed Maverick, Vladimir. He's from the Philippines as well. Where am I heading? I'm not even going the right way. What do you mean you're coming third? You're talking about in your game, Asta? Well, you said 2 minutes ago, we are coming third, woohoo. I was wondering what you were referring to. I think, well, you could have been referring to your game or a specific event. You could have been, you're talking about the Olympics overall? China's probably first, American second, or what? Canada's been getting a lot of medals, but I don't think they're in the top 10. For all I know, he could have been playing Mario Kart. China's was first. Who's in first now? Did you see that one Chinese girl's dive? Did a whole bunch of spins and didn't even make a splash. Like, all 10s except for one judge. Oh, United States is first now. They do good on the gymnasts. Do really well for the States. I think they got a lot of medals there. Talk again. United States, China, and U.S. The shortcut will pay off or not. Maybe. Which Olympic event? Oh crap! Here we go. Which Olympic event would you want to compete in? That trailer at? On the hills somewhere? Left it right there. Not really easy to get to. Oh well. Guess we kinda lost it. For now, we'll have to get if we're convenient in the area, maybe we'll grab it. What do we need here? Need metal beams, one and one cargo container. Drop it off there, I guess. Guess the easiest way is just to go straight ahead there, eh? Anything over on this side? Oh, it's a curtain side trailer. Okay. I guess we gotta just go get it. Bring her back, man. Hey, Joshua. Have a good night, Scott. Much appreciated for chatting.
You are our guest.
While I'm relatively in the area, maybe I'll just go grab this trailer. Bring it to the bottom of the hill at least. I'm doing alright, I guess. Unfortunately, I ran out of steak, so I had to grill up some burgers. There's always something wrong with running out of steak. Got a challenging poll for you tonight. You voted no, you're not much for environment, but more for the oil jobs. You remember when Tim Hortons had a commercial? Near Tim Hortons where it was anti-oil, and then they had a boycott started against them, so then they changed it to being a pro-oil commercial, and then the other side got mad at them too. You know, that wasn't on television, that was in Tim Hortons. They had their own little TVs inside Tim Hortons that had some sort of oil ad on it. Or, well, first it was an anti-oil and then it was a pro-oil ad. You know, the one thing you gotta realize though, and I don't think a lot of people realize it, you know, about these companies, corporations that say they're pro whatever, or, you know, like, whether it be like, you know, pro LGBT or pro environment or pro, you know, basically anything that people, you know, seem to care about, or, you know, perhaps not care about. These companies will say they're pro this, or they'll seem to look like they're, you know, interested, but they aren't really. Those companies could give two craps about anything that's not money. So they'll flip-flop to whatever they think will make them the most money. What's going on with this? Why can't I get over this? True. They care about money. You know, like a lot of people, you know, got mad at Bud Light or whatever. But really, you know, they were just trying to make more money, is what it was. They want everybody to buy their beer. And then when people got mad, they kind of changed it. Try to change their advertising direction a bit, you know? Bud Light beer sucks. It's not great beer. But they know how to advertise. I bet you Stephanie, who doesn't drink alcohol at all, knows what Bud Light is. Or has at least heard about them, you know? In some fashion or another. You know, they plant their name at the back of your brain, right? Why do you? Why do I what? With my trailer. What am I talking about? I'm just saying how Bud Light's a big marketing company. No, you never drink alcohol unless you're allowed with your medication. I was saying that you heard about, have at least heard the name Bud Light. Because they advertise very heavily. You never drink unless you're allowed to with your medication. When are you allowed to drink with your medication? Have you ever drank ever? When your doctor or your foster... Have you ever asked your doctor if you're allowed to drink something? I'm confused. I can't see your foster mom ever saying it's okay. Has your foster mom ever said it's okay? But I don't know what you're saying no to now. I asked too many questions. probably mark it to about here, I guess. At least it's closer. All right, so you said you never drink unless you're allowed to with your medication. So if your doctor or your foster mom says it's okay, but you've never drank. So is there a point where they've said it's okay? You know who's better to ask than your doctor? And you know who's better to ask than your doctor or your your foster mom? Is your pharmacist. Because they're actually the experts on drug interactions. Free TV, thank you for inviting your viewers. Much appreciated. Like if you ever have a question of not necessarily about drinking, I guess, but you know, if you have any questions about what your drugs can interact with, you know, any medications you take, your pharmacist will be the most knowledgeable. They're very specifically trained on that. There's a lot the doctors can prescribe and stuff like that, but they're not as knowledgeable on interactions between medications as a pharmacist. So there'll be times where your doctor can even prescribe something, and your pharmacist might, you know, realize, hey, this isn't a good combination. You should talk to your doctor. This bridge in Minnesota. It's true. I'm not lying, you know. Pharmacists are like trained on specifically that. Whereas, you know, like a general physician, you know, they're going to know certain things, but they're not going to know everything, right? And you know, so, you know, for example, even they might refer you to a specialist doctor for certain things too, right? And then, you know, your specialist doctor will be an expert on what they're specialized in and not necessarily know, you know, some of the other stuff that you might be on as far as medication. You know, unless they research it. I mean, they try to look it up, but oh, I should have pulled that trailer over here, and then I could have had it closer to the trailer store. Oh well. Close enough. Nope. Put it in a dumb spot. All right, now we got to bring that up there. Minnesota. So what's the word? Did you see that I Show Speed got in trouble because he's jumping over cars? So on YouTube he's banned for a few days. He's the most subscribed to streamer on Twitch. To be honest, I'm not sure. I thought he was still on Twitch. We're getting there. Get close. Bull doesn't have very many responses today. Close one. You know what? I'm just here playing my game, you know. I don't know if you saw that, but now you know. Barriers right there. Hit it. Everything needs to be dropped off way up there. Well, what the heck? We'll go over here anyway. This one. Need a saddle high. Where's the boat? It's on the other map. Gonna be getting a boat, man. Dude, that's the boat right there. Huge! That's what she said. How do we get over there? Seems like the most logical way would be go over here. The main road or something. You like my Michael Scott joke? Isn't that what he always said? You ever watch the show The Office? You watch The Office. Do you watch the English version or the American version? I know I'm mostly familiar with the American version. Which one do you like better? You've seen both. Is the characters the same name as there? I don't know. You said both twice there. I was wondering which one was better out of the two. Because definitely, I mean, there's got to be a preferred one. Because there's always a preferred one. They're not your kids, you know, where people lie and they say they prefer them equally. You said you've seen both. But they can't both be one not better than the other. No, I'm just looking for an honest opinion here. There's one better than the other. No, you're not gonna hurt their feelings. But you like both. But still, you can like both and still, you know, critically analyze which one is better though. You know, like if they were on TV on exact same time on, you know, on your TV and you absolutely had a craving to watch The Office, Which channel would you pick? You know, I don't get the opportunity to talk to people that are watching, haven't watched both very often, so I gotta know. You know, they can both be good, but ultimately there's gonna be one that you pick over the other. You don't watch it? What are you talking about? You said you've seen both. You don't watch TV? Well, if you're happen to be watching TV at that time and you had a real craving for The Office and you like both, then which one would you pick? Because you don't watch TV often, you don't wanna pick the more boring one or whatever, the one you wanna pick the one that's the best. Years ago. Where I gotta go to catch it. There we go, we got a boat! How come you don't watch TV and no more? You said that you didn't say you didn't watch TV at all. Steve Carell one, that's the American one. Very interesting. I'm gonna tell all those Englishmen on you. You don't like their original series. Not all. What? You're watching The Boys and Fallout and all these other shows. What are you talking about? That's TV, you know. Or if we could just take the boat in the water, that'd be easier. You even watched multiple seasons of it. They're in apps. There's no difference between that kind of TV, like Netflix TV and TV channels, you know. Again, there's even commercials on Amazon and Netflix now. I mean, you're technically, it's different in that aspect, but I mean, they're exactly the same stuff. You can even watch like, you know, like Criminal Minds or whatever on Disney Plus. It's Stephanie's favorite. She loves Criminal Minds, probably. Bum 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 bum. Oh crap! I'm gonna run into my trailer here. You don't love Criminal? What? Everybody loves Criminal Minds, Stephanie. Especially people that haul boats. Have you seen Criminal Minds on Disney Plus? And I can barely see where I'm going here. Boat's so dang big. Stuck on that pole. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, you've seen it. What do you have against Criminal Minds? You know, they base their stuff on real stories. Even that Robert Picton Canada thing was on there, I think. Except it wasn't called Robert Picton. Renamed to keep everybody secret where they got the idea from. Yeah, no, I don't know. If you're watching, like, you know, like I watched a little bit of Disney Plus. I finished Ahsoka the other day. I watched a bit of, you know, the TV programs that way. I mean, they're still on your TV. Well, they're still on my TV because I'm not going to watch the stupid thing on my phone. Still offer commercials. So I don't see the difference. You know, streaming is basically turned into cable. You know, instead of paying the cable company for all these different packages, you're just paying, you know, Netflix and Amazon or whoever. You know, with certain TVs and Fire Sticks and all that stuff, you can Xbox is an app too, you know. You don't even need a console, you can just play it right on your TV. We're on a boat. We're on a boat. I want to tip the boat. Gotta go over here. Oh man, the camera worked. Rough. See, got up. You know, on some app you can watch The Simpsons. So tell me, if you watch The Simpsons on whatever app it's on right now, is that like watching TV? Or South Park, you can watch like all the seasons of South Park. Yeah, for a while now, but you could, because you're not watching TV, you're watching an app. And like really go to town on those shows. Even Beavis and Butthead. Beavis and Butthead is on those things too. These are all TV programs. I don't know if you realize that. But you can all watch Three's Company. You can watch The Love Boat, Game of Thrones. just like watching TV, except for you're just the source is different. That's all. Paying somebody different, or you might be paying somebody the same, depending on which one. In Canada, there's a streaming service. I don't know if you can watch it from other countries, but there's a streaming service called CBC Gem, and it's free. You can watch all sorts of TV programs on there. You know, this hour's 22 minutes. Schitt's Creek. Watch the Olympics on Canadian sports, Canadian announcers or whatever. Wonder if you can get CBC Gem from there. I guess if you use if it doesn't work, you could always use a VPN and pretend you're from Canada. We're hauling a boat. I don't know why we couldn't just go drive the boat in the water. Boat's very rocky. And it's enormous considering how big my truck is. Guess it'd be a shorter mission if I just drove the boat, eh? I don't have to worry about damages. And gas, I'm probably okay. Got to turn right after. Gas up. I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. I bet you Stephanie wishes she was on this boat. Be up there playing the Switch. Taking a break from the Switch and then going swimming. Probably watching a little Criminal Minds when she can. Watching all her favorite streamers. Bum, bum, bum. Gotta go around this thing. I don't know how hard to fit. Hopefully I have that tune right, you know. If that was not Criminal Minds, it might be one of the other ones, like Law and Order or something. Could be Law and Order, I guess. Halfway there with our boat. Where I gotta go? Gotta go over there. Doesn't look like a very easy path, man. We just gotta go along the main highway as best we can. Hey Joshua, are you here still? Do you like Criminal Minds? He is a big fan of it as Stephanie is. I'll show you. This is what Stephanie said when I asked her for a review of Criminal Minds. Where is it? I recorded her talking about it. Here it is. Stephanie's review of Criminal Minds.
Excellent!
There, now you know. Gotta go bring it right down here, eh? Right to the water. Maybe we'll get to watch it go in the water. You like that show, Criminal Minds? Bum, 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 bum. Am I doing the Criminal Minds tune, or am I doing the Law and Order tune there? Probably Law and Order, I bet. Is Law and Order? Well, there you go. I don't know what the Criminal Minds tune sounds like. Maybe it's Law and Order that Stephanie really likes. Or maybe it's Cops. Bad boys, what you gonna do? Man, I had a what you call it, membership with Planet Fitness before. And darn it, every time you go there, that's all they have playing ever is Cops. The Cops marathon on their TV. They canceled that show though, didn't they? I think they stopped making it a few years ago anyway. I didn't mind, you know what show I didn't mind? I didn't particular, Cops is, I don't know. So, it's kind of boring, you know? But the show I liked was the one where they had the border guards, like, you know, where you have to go through customs on the American-Canadian border. And or like, you know, they would always search people's stuff and explain to them that they're not allowed to have guns or whatever the case is. or you know, they catch a bunch of drug smugglers, that kind of thing. I found that show kind of interesting. I guess you might not have even seen that one, Esta, for the Canadian version at least. Might have been a different border, I guess. Borderline security. Well, the border show that you saw was it, what country's border was it? Like, is it like heavy Australian TV mostly, or is it like a bunch of American TV there? Dog night at Seattle Mariners. Bring your dog. Oh, it's everywhere. Where you're talking about the TV there is everywhere. You get to watch in German television. Alright, we gotta pull the boat down there. That mission wasn't too bad, actually, hey? Reasonable. We got the truck fairly through it reasonably. I thought it'd be way harder pulling that giant boat everywhere. Probably should have backed the boat down there, to be honest, you know. I'd pick that up, but I can't. I don't have the right equipment on my truck. Uncle Fishmore's done. BC government's done. And now next things we got to do is the stormy with the medium logs. ×2. Okay, where are the medium logs from here? It's actually not that big of a run. Saves a little bit of time to go down to here. Okay, the crossing guard. Up there, I guess. Well, there's a log trailer on the way. Go and grab it. In the water, though. Need a bigger crane, I think. His map isn't like the hugest map. Maybe that's why it doesn't feel so harsh on some of these missions, eh? Oh, it's a little bit of damage. Oops. You know, I'm surprised that with that boat delivery that we didn't get to see it go into the dock or into the harbor or whatever. It's like that one train mission where you repaired the train. I mean, you saw the train take off. Right, so medium logs. We gotta bring them down. Down there, I guess we could technically just keep going forward. Turning around. All right. They don't have any of those red ribbons on the end of it. Orange ribbon. Uh-oh. Ah, lost our things. Sucks. Right by the destination too. It was a waste to bring the trailer, I guess. Loaded a bunch on the stand. Oops. They're like, we gave you some logs already. Where are they? There we go. I have like a wooden planks like there already. Some. Well, 4 though. One's like a Battle High mission again, eh? Well, I guess that's a good spot as any to stop for now because I got to work tomorrow. If you haven't followed yet, please do so. If you want to check out the YouTubes, link is in the video description. Thank you for those who invited and shared, those who chatted, liked, and participated in the poll. Most recent chatter, Esta. At least in the last half an hour, it's just been Esta. Do you support anti-oil protesters? 60% said no. 40% said yes. Interested? Anyway, have a good night.